Possession arrow favors Chattanooga if we do get a jump ball here. Wheelan goes down with it. Somehow Huff got it out to Kiesler for three. It's good. Game, the shot clock is virtually the same as the game clock.
Does that mean Bonham takes it? Because he's done it all NIT.
Here is Bonham. Kiesler for Huff. Back to Kiesler. Steps it in. Free throw line jumper for the lead. It's good.
Hot screen right there. Rubin sealed his man so that on the drive, his man Mulholland could not get over and help.
Handoff for Bonham. Bonham brings it out. Here's Huff. Feeds the cutter. It's Wheelan. Nice. What a bat for him.
And you know, he didn't.
Watson. Knocked away and stolen. 4 turnovers as Kiesler comes up with it. Gets it up the floor for Huff. Now Juve. One-on-one for the moment with Rubin. Shot clock. Still good time here. 12 to shoot. Bonham. Yes.
Tough finish. Very.
Do it again. It's tapped out to Watson. He'll put up a three. And finally, Chattanooga has it.
Yeah, Miles Rubin, great job on the glass. Look at this kid. Look at this guy.
Kiesler from Huff.
How about that speed by Huff?
Chattanooga did a really good job of shutting down the inside, took away penetration. That's the thing right now that Chattanooga is not doing is shooting threes. They're really struggling with that right now. They were 1 for 7 before that, so that makes them 1 for 8.
This is a Bradley team that gives up 68 points per game as Juve battling to the rim. Guarded by Costal. Ball deflected by Richards, stolen by Huff. Huff stops, the kick, Kiesler three, got it, and a lead for the Mocs.
From the weak side, they call it bulldog action, so where you can either get the roll or you got a shooter rising up for a jump shot.
Huff looking for assistance. Outside, Bonham three, money! Trey Bonham off to miss, and a steal by Trey Bonham.
Bonham and Huff are two smallest guards. They do a great job of getting good shots for their other teammates.
And they find something that works in succession. It's not there. Kiesler with a steal.
See, but you can't turn the ball over with a little bump like that. And I think when I talk about it, I think Dayton's getting a little frustrated. That's what I mean. There was a little bit of contact, not enough to give up a turnover on that.
Inside to Juve. He has to scramble for it, kept alive. Huff, Casado. His layup is good.
Holding right now, Dayton at bay.
Huff with a long pass down the floor to Bonham.
A little physical, and Bennett got grabbed around the net. They reviewed it, didn't call anything, but that's very unusual for Anthony to get that kind of upset.
Huff ahead to Bonham. Bonham quickly to the right.
Holland gets the slip, and it almost seems like since Huff hit that three, it gave Chattanooga a little bit of a zip and a little extra life in their step.
This is Huff guarded by the much larger Kamari Lambs. Pull-up pass down low to Costal, who hits the free throw line jumper.
Design, UT Chattanooga is doing a great job of meeting him with force and physicality, where it's tough for him to get to his usual catches.
Outside three, that's good.
Turnover again for Bonham. He just one-on-one was stripped right there.
Now Frank Champion out with an injury. Chattanooga trailed by 6 at halftime. They've dominated the second half. Now they need to close. Honor Huff, the Bronx native, tips it to Richards.
several tries. Rebound cleared by Champion. Huff. Over to Kiesler. Bonham, and now Kiesler sizes up the three.
Door cut and put through for UNCG's Demetrius Davis, facing his former team. That is a rarity in a conference game.
It's almost like a homecoming for him to be able to face a team in similar colors, not to mention either.
Played his last 2 seasons with the Mocs, but did not score points in his former arena, McKenzie Arena, last month. That's the first points he's ever scored against the Mocs. Here's Mulholland, and he feathers it through.
Focused in that game, or in this game, I should say.
Coastal, his 3 rims out. Richards rebounds.
Boy, Richards is coming up big in this game. Rebounding well, getting some shots.
Huff draws a crowd. Here's Kiesler open from the corner.
Time gets an easy one for Sanford. Baseball pass ahead. Champion. Not as easy. Got it again. The tough shot maker for the Bulldogs. Rylan Jones, this grad senior out there. Always dependent. When you need a bucket, he's going to knock down a big one.
He and Josh Holloway, both of them are teaming up to keep Sanford into this one. It's a 10-point game. Good cut.
Nation coming into the game, number 1 in the league in free throw percentage.
The steal tapped away by Huff. Chattanooga just trying to use some of this clock. Here goes Huff. Kick to the corner. Parker Robeson.
At the time. Yeah. It was darn near automatic. Tripp has it stripped. Turnover Wofford. It's 5th. It's a 13-2 run here by Wofford after getting out to a slow start. Pash Whelan's 3 is in.
Since getting healthy. Down low. Catamounts can't get it to go. Trying to get the dunk to get this crowd into it.
Now cutting back down the lane, and the soft touch by Bob. Pelote will pop the 3-point shot, and this one misfires. And the rebound again down by Chattanooga. No second chance opportunities for the Catamounts. As Huff inside the paint finds Champion again. And Daniel, this is
Emery, catch and shoot, top of the key, won't go.
Another one and done here. Mocs with a 33-19 advantage rebounding the basketball.
How about Kiesler with double-figure rebounds? Talk about a guy that now will finish at the other end. He got the defensive board to go into double.
Layup good. Not as flashy as the one to Seymour, but just as effective.
Nice find by Struthers, and another hard cut right down the lane by Boyd. Nobody there to check him or put a body on him or tag him from Chattanooga.
That's Struthers' 3rd assist of the night. As Huff bounces it to Champion, puts it up and in. Pops you're going to get. Home run again, looking for Bonham. He catches it like a wide receiver, and then a foul is called. Ben Vanderwall finishing.
Great job by Davis Molar right there. Gave the Paladins a huge spark offensively on Wednesday against ETSU because of his ability to attack the basket.
Paladins back up by 11. Trusano back in his home state. Played his high school ball at Hilton Head Prep.
Really impressed with Cusano as I dove into film this week. really emerging guy, skilled. He's going to be a really good player for the Mocs down the road.
Huff
that one away.
closing in on 30. Smith in the lane had it knocked away by Bonham. He and Huff on the run out. Bronson back to defend. Pretty pass. Boy, they were playing 3. Mulholland defending Bowser. Smith pulls up. And another rebound for Champion. Getting close to a double-double. That's his 9th. Mocs try to lead for the first time on the night. Huff, no look. Mulholland, finger roll, and 1.
17-point advantage for the Terriers. They've led by as many as 20 in this first half. Champion against Civils. Nice spin along the baseline. Melson lost his dribble, goes back to Champion now, 10 to shoot. Tipped ball, Coastal will save it. Chattanooga will have to hurry. Here's Coastal at the buzzer, got it! The glass, Filowich with the tip. Justin Bailey has his own rebound. Turns it over underneath, trying to get the outlet pass away.
Critical point in the game right here, Chris. How do you close out this first half?
Chance for Chattanooga to get this lead back to single digits. Huff. Richards. Great awareness by first half. Chattanooga has not led at all. Here's the 3, rattling out. Civils there for the rebound, loose on the floor. Chattanooga has it and a chance to take the lead. Huff ahead, Cusano, basket and the foul.
Just a terrific family, Jones, along with Mike's wife, Dr. Sharon Jones.
And she's here at the Roundhouse tonight.
What are the Mocs going to do now offensively to free somebody? Mulholland.
And a turnover for the Citadel. This is Huff. And Wieland off the glass. Contact, no call. Fox for an easy 2.
Kiesler is a really good defensive player, but that time he gambled and allowed Fox to sort of pin him on his backside, and a nice entry pass and finish on the inbound play.
Richards, who's checked in for the Mocs, along with Coastal. And an inside basket for... Now Chattanooga has possession and a 12-point lead with 1:11 remaining. This is Bonham.
Well, that's what can make...
If you're Chattanooga, need to get up something quick.
Long 3 by Bonham. 4-point game, 23.4 to go. Huff. Johnson on him. Huff blows by him. Huff dishes. Champion. A long shot is good.
Man, he need to get him in the post.
Rice steps back. His 3 is off the mark, and Ballo is boxed out by Mulholland for the rebound.
See, these Princeton-like cuts allow Chattanooga to get really high percentage in two-point land, even though they really want to shoot the 3.
Kiesler kicks it out. Bottom's open at the top. Not the guy you want open if you're Indiana.
At Jacks.com. Ready to get this second half underway. Chris Goforth, Todd Agnew with you from Chattanooga's McKenzie Arena. UTC in front by 21 at the break. Mocs led by as many as 23 in the
contact to the chest. But Alabama A&M, 2 trips, 2 offensive fouls, not what they wanted to start this game.
Certainly a very aggressive approach to begin this game. Court-wide swing. And Chattanooga gets on the board first. And that is a tough one to lose your streak on.
Very much so. We talked about lineups again. Coach Earl experimenting with one here. You've got two starters in Bonham and Huff with Casano, Richards, and Costal.
There's 24 bench points today combined between these two teams. Chattanooga has 14 of those.
Great ball movement, but better defense.
The cuff from distance comes up short.
That was a contested shot.
Noah Melson with the basketball as the Mocs look to break a scoring drought here. Kick out to the wing. Bonham made the first man miss and then charge, and Turnbull muscles his way through contact to the rim to score.
He's making the most of his playing time tonight.
Earning more minutes out there, no doubt, for David Ragland and this Aces coaching staff. Bonham guarded by Comer, trying to find a lane as those two battle. The kick out comes to Huff with 9 to shoot. Huff bounce pass inside to Juf, made the lay-in, and a 13-point Aces run. And now Hafner stripped of the ball. Turnover. Champion has it again and lays it up and in. Back to back. He got it.
That's a one-possession ball game now. If I remember last year in Chattanooga, it went to overtime.
It did indeed after the Aces staged a furious comeback from 20 down in the second half. They've rallied from 14 down here tonight. And now it's the pass ahead to Champion. Backside around Hughes for the basket to answer.
It's that illegal screen. The ball handler has to allow that screener an opportunity to get into a spot where he can help you out with the screen. And it really, you think of it about not being a tandem play, but it really is a tandem play.
Lipscomb tough defensively along the perimeter. Here's Huff with the kick out. Whelan from 3, and he connects. Anderson with a kick out. Ognasovic off the mark. Huff the feed. Richards. Makai Richards.
Carefully, or if you watch him carefully, he's playing with that face mask on that he earned a bit of a bruising play during the Tennessee State game that was here. And Tennessee State basically came in here and beat up on everybody they played. They didn't win a game, but they were very physical.
Richards again, turn around with a left hand. Has caught fire in this second half.
I'm not sure what it says when most of the leagues in the country allow that, and maybe you're the one or two leagues in the country that don't allow that in-league transfer.
Southern Conference is the only.
Lipscomb has a lot of roamers on this team, defensively and offensively, and they create a little bit of hesitation because they've been so good at roaming around and just taking the ball away or finding a spot to score from.
Mulholland nearly has it stolen away by Ognasovic. 13 to shoot. Mulholland. Basket and a three-point shooter. And he's closed Bryant now to within 2 early in this first half. But you just don't see a guy. Here's Kiesler. He'll let it go top of the key 3. Timberlake along the baseline. He'll kick it out. Here's Ferris again. A deep 3. And the rebound taken by Kiesler. Kiesler, baseline, it's not there. Open from the corner, Cusano. Back to...
And inside, a threat off the boards, and on the previous play defensively, getting to the shooter.
Mulholland.
He had no plan for that, unfortunately. So what's he do?
He's got a plan for this. The kick out to Huff, he'll penetrate. Goes back to Wheat. And here is Timberlake. Working against Cusano. Blocked from behind by Cusano. And Cusano takes it away. Chattanooga has numbers. Here's the lob. Richards.
Not to use a timeout. He's more than likely to make a call from the bench. He probably feels pretty good about the fact that he can hold on to those, that it's going to be the opposing coach that needs to burn a timeout. I would stick around. I'd wait for that. And when given every opportunity, remind the team we're looking for layups first.
Richards. Like that?
Yeah. Just idea that you're already only shooting 17% from long range. It's an unsurvivable statistic.
Huff, Mulholland inside, basket and the foul.
That's what they want. Consistency in the shooting from behind that three-point line.
Chattanooga's made just one of their last 13 attempts from three. As we get the second half underway, the cutter to bottom.
All of a sudden, all five guys will change their defensive lineup.
Huff with the NBA three and a rebound tipped out. Now it's Bonham's turn. Back to Huff. Whelan.
You can't make your pass. You're overplaying.
More off balance. Richards pulls in the rebound with one hand. Here's Kiesler. Mocs have numbers. Huff inside. Cusano.
Center, Eric. I'm loving them.
You're going to see a lot of three-point shots from Chattanooga under third-year head coach Dan Earl, who had success at VMI, which is almost impossible if you know anything about the VMI program. A three.
Just great ball movement there. First, Haney trying to go inside. Saw if he had something to Dawson. It wasn't there. Dawson's able to kick it out to an open Brookshire.
And the two guards. Now the Mocs will run their half-court set. They love to play a Princeton style with the five-man up top, cutting off of him and trying to get open looks from three. And Mulholland. All these laws. It's Haney for three. The Iceman cometh.
Much needed for Austin Peay. Ends almost a 3.5-minute scoring drought for the Governors.
Big Red Mulholland. Collin thought about pulling a three. Underneath Whelan. Snake around, and there's Emmanuel again. Slips in for another tip in. He's got all 4 of his points here in the final couple of minutes. Back to a 6-point advantage. Huff hit just 1 3-pointer tonight. He'll drive and set up Whelan. He draws a lot of traffic.
Barrett, 5th on St. Mary's with just north of 6 to play here in the opening half. Gales up by 4. Huff, Bonham, who still has not scored yet tonight.
Good defense by Marshall Lonis on him right there.
Richards, Huff around the screen, gives it back to Richards down low, and was able to get past West.
Of the year ends that run for Chattanooga. Or you could have Marshall Lonis take a nice drive to the bucket. That's another way to tie the game.
I'm sure St. Mary's will take that any day of the week. Here's Huff with a nice bounce pass to Makai Richards, who steps back on Wessels and drops.
Full in pressure, or just play straight man-to-man in the half court.
That corner 3 in and out. Rashawn Agee has come into the game as well for USC. You saying they're not going to play zone tonight or ever?
It doesn't sound like they're going to play zone ever. And Coach Musselman hasn't shown much zone throughout his head coaching career. So unless something changes, I don't think we're going to see hardly any zone, if any, out of USC this year.
Melson with the floater.